Man, everything's going wrong at once. You can't even see the fish. Are they still alive? Oh, damn, I think they are. Man, it's like a joke. Another problem with my car. And just to take the engine apart, send it to the machine shop. This top part here, well, at least 3,000 Reese. What? Are you kidding me? The phone broke? Oh, no, now the TV. The picture went out, that's it, that's how it stays. And here we go, with this, everything is going to start working out. So meet Marshall, the new member here on the channel, man. Welcome to another video. I'm here, look, in my recording studio. And man, just look at the situation my giant pond is still in, with all my monster, carnivorous, and gigantic fish. Look, those of you who've been following the channel know that a few weeks ago, I had a problem with my filtration system, which made the water in the pool lake here. It used to be totally crystal clear like this, look. Well, I was going to solve this problem in the most practical way, which is with an ultraviolet filter, and after struggling a lot with mine, which was only giving me trouble, I managed to get it working. It turned on, man. Look at this. Yeah, man, I did it, dude. I think I figured out how this works, man. You just have to cry, and it works, dude. But right after that, it slipped out of my hand and I managed to break it. And look, here it is. It's still broken. So inside here, there's a quartz tube, which is to protect the lamp, and this broke. The lamp is here. The pump is here, but it's off. I'm going to use this chance to teach you something many people have asked me about, which is how to fix this, how to make the water in a pond crystal clear without using a UV filter or ozone. And yes, even though there's a cover here, my recording studio is actually open air. There's a shade cloth up here, just so my plants don't get burned. This also helps me avoid getting burned while recording during the day. There's a transparent tarp above the shade cloth. In other words, the sunlight comes in completely. And look at how the aquariums get when they haven't been maintained. They get all full of algae. And then every 4 days it's the same thing, right? I have to scrub all the glass to make them nice and clean like this. Look how cool this is. I just finished maintenance on this one. I still need to clean the African cichlid tank, but let's go. I'm already getting my hands dirty. And I'm going to teach you how to solve this problem here without using any kind of equipment. Well, at least no UV filter or ozone. The filtration system has to be 100%. This is essential. By the way, it's making a lot of water noise here because I took things out to clean, so the water is already falling straight in here. Then it comes to this part here. Look, this is where I keep my biological media, and this is exactly where I had a problem. The water stopped circulating in the filter, and the bacteria that live in there ended up dying. And it's exactly them that, while treating the water the fish live in, whether it's from a pond, a pool, or an aquarium, they also consume the same nutrients as the algae. In other words, this is what happens just like it happened here when I lost the bacteria inside there. A lot of excess nutrients accumulate in the filter. And the algae, they proliferate too much. That's why the water turns this color. So the first step is to reinforce the bacteria colony here. So this little cup is here, look. Well, I hope Kiara doesn't see it, because this was a birthday party favor she got. And I'm using it to replenish the nitrifying and denitrifying bacteria. Look, BioStyle and BioBacter. 2 essential products for aquariums and ponds, because this is basically a concentrate of the bacteria I lost. The nitrifying ones that consume ammonia, so this turns it into nitrite. And the denitrifying ones that consume nitrite, turning it into nitrate. Well, nitrite and nitrate are nitrogen compounds. They're the nutrients that algae use to proliferate. So remember, first step, reinforce, repopulate the biological media with beneficial bacteria. And well, this would happen naturally over a period of 30, 45, or even 60 days. That's the cycling period when we're setting up a new aquarium. This is well known. But during this period, the decomposition of organic matter raises the ammonia level, which is highly toxic, way up. I can't let that happen because I already have the fish here on my side of the pool. I say that Recruiter has something against me. In fact, look at the mark he left on me a little later. But anyway, let's continue. I can't wait to cycle my filter again, my whole system, because I already have fish here. That's why I can't do without bacterial starters. In fact, when I set up a new aquarium or a new tank or any new system, I don't even wait for that cycling period. That 35, 40, 60-day period, I already use the accelerators right away. And I can already put the fish in on the same day. Of course, with moderation and knowing what I'm doing. I've already shown you this several times, setting up several aquariums here. Well, that's a topic for another time, so let's go once again. Second step, reduce the organic load in the water. Well, I can't remove the fish. So, what am I going to do? I'll reduce their feeding a bit. And look at this. That's exactly why they're starving. Look at this. Hitting here. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Whoa, man. My God, man, look at this. They're attacking my finger here, see? And for anyone who doubts whether this tarp is strong or not, Well, the Pirarucus attacked the tarp there, and they couldn't leave any mark on it. Now, if it were those thinner tarps from those 3,000 or 2,000 liter pools, my god, man. Pirarucus only in one like this, see? Look at this. It had already ended up there. Well, cut back on their food, and it won't harm the fish, because here they eat too much. Actually, it's even good for them to go on a little diet, because I feed them a lot. I still need to find more ways to eliminate as much organic load as possible in here. In other words, it's maintenance time. That's why the filter mat is already here. Look, the filter bag. This one, look, it's already clean. That part of the filter over there, where a lot of dirt builds up, is also completely empty now. The shade mesh I use inside to reinforce the mechanical filtration is here too. It's clean. I just cleaned it. And here is where most of the dirt collects. Look at this. Oh my god, man, look how much there is. Let's go. Do you guys think this is a lot? Look at this here. If I squeeze it, my goodness, man. And boom. All done. Here it is. Everything's clean. All the filter pads, all the filter bags, everything's clean here. All set to put everything back in place. Well, everything's in place, and I even made an improvement, huh? So check out how this version turned out. Must be 19.8, 19.7, I don't know, something like that. Take a look. I put this lid with a hole in the center. That way, the mat stays completely lifted, stretched out, and the more it gets saturated, the heavier it gets, its mesh will stretch even more. And that way, it takes even longer for it to get completely saturated. Well, this filter bag here was getting saturated in at most 4 days. In other words, every 4 days I had to do a complete cleaning of it. And like this, the way it is, I believe it will last a little longer. Well, I'll test it a few days later, and look at how this water is, man. It's even darker. But this is the normal process, man. I wish it was crystal clear. The cool thing is that it's good. At least it's surprising, right? Do you think there are monsters here? Whoa, damn. Dude, look at this, man. You can't see any fish, but when they come up to eat, that's the surprise. Look at this Pangasius, so sweet. My god, Arapaima, Arawana. Look at this Piranha, my god, man. And it's all really a surprise. Bangobino coming up here. More Oscars over there in the middle, man. Really, man, it's all a surprise. And this here is the normal process. It's still going to take about a week or a week and a half. Maybe even 2 weeks for this to become crystal clear naturally. I really wish this was crystal clear already. But since it's me, who's always struggling, right? Everything can get even better. Do you guys think that's bad over there? Check out the TV that was in the living room. Because of a leak from the ceiling burned it out. Come on, let's try to turn it on here. And ta-da! It's almost there. No signal. The picture went out and that's it. That's how it looks. Well, it used to be here, right? And because of a leak here, look, from the roof, well, it dripped right on top of it. Then I went to turn it on in the morning so the kids could watch cartoons and the picture was gone. That's it. But that's not all. Letitia's phone from the store, look at this. It broke. It doesn't work anymore. The screen is cracked. We had just sent it to get fixed. But that's not all either. Look at this here. Her other phone, we just sent it to get fixed. Look at this. She hasn't even taken the plastic off the screen yet. Look at this. Taking it off now. The screen is perfect. Perfect. Simply after spending 500 Ries here, it started turning blue. All the liquid leaked out from inside. It also stopped working. But that's not all. My car's heater core.
Uma peça que fica aqui embaixo, ó.
It's right here. It had a problem. All the water started leaking out and it's the same coolant the engine uses. For those who don't understand the risk of this, because of the heater in my car, such a simple thing. If I hadn't seen it in time, I would have blown the head gasket. And then, just to take the engine apart, send this top part here to the machine shop. Well, at least 3,000 Ries. Well, water from the giant pool lake, completely green, burned TV, broken cell phone, another broken cell phone.
Loja, que eu tô sem contato da loja.
Car heater core, broken. Man, things are really crazy around here, but above all things and over all things, blessed be the name of the Lord. Let's go. Everything has a solution. Giant pool lake, it's already in process. I've already done what I had to do here. The bacterial colonies are already stabilizing over there. They're stabilizing in here too. There's also a lot of good things coming, I'm sure of it. I'm waiting for some answers. If everything goes well, a lot of top equipment will arrive. Not just for the giant pool lake, but for many things that are coming ahead. So let's go. One step at a time. Putting things in place. I've already taken the hoses off the car. Look, they're out. They came from those two small nozzles over there which connect to the heater radiator. The fix is simple. I could replace the heater radiator, but it's too much work right now since you have to get inside there. This is the car's water pump. Here are the two hose nozzles. These two hoses go to the heater core, which takes the hot water from here.
Aquece o ar lá dentro.
Hot air blows out when we turn on the heater. Let's go everyone, one step at a time. Look at that. It's all set. The car is running again. And what I did was this right here. Here where this clamp is, and where that clamp is down there. I isolated the car's heating system, so everything is working normally, no water leaking inside. Another car problem solved successfully. Now the TV is also fixed. Yeah, thank God. And my mom is here too. Now there's a brand new TV here, guys. One more step. Let's go. One thing at a time, and things are getting back in place. And here. Good. Letitia got a present too. Brand new phone for Le. Come on, guys. No need to stress. Things work out, and this time it was sorted quickly. Thank God, and thanks to my mom for helping. Well guys, it's been a week since I started recording this video. I want to show you some things that happened during this time. Well, the Jacarage's aquarium is amazing, man. Everyone is doing really well, man. They're not scared anymore. Everyone is right here in the front. And if I put food in for them, just look. Man, they're all eating. Look at this. That's crazy, man. This is really beautiful, man. Think about it. They all arrived scared, man. All in the corner, way back there, all hiding. And now look, everyone is doing great, eating really well. Everything is just amazing. And the best part, no fighting between them. Good. And before I show you a mess that happened here, I want to show you something. How cool. Soberana Gold. For those who don't know, this is my fish. It's a hybrid between a pirararara and a jao. And look at that. The spots from the jao, the body of a pirararara. And look how big she is. But there's a reason for that. Watch this. I'll toss some feed up here. A little bit of feed there. Let's see. Yeah, it's already gone, man. Look at this, man. She's eating a lot, dude. Look how big she is, man. No doubt she's gonna get huge. Really soon, man. It's going to happen really fast. Look at that. She doesn't even fit in her little burrow anymore. But let's go. I want to show you what just happened here. Well, guys, there was no other way. Look at this. Baby and Bob here, man. I had to separate the two of them because Baby was really attacking Bob, and it's not a problem for this guy to be out of the water like this. You see, Thomas? Just not for too long. Because they really are living dinosaurs, baby. Come here. Man, it's hard to believe that this giant here, look, he started out this tiny. Look at this. He looked like a little worm, man. And a few months ago, dude, now he's already this huge. Look at this, man. Well, come here, baby. You go back to your home here. Stay here. Wow. It's really a monster. And Bob? Bob, come here. You're going to have to stay in a temporary home for now, man. You can't keep getting beaten up by Baby, right? And let me explain to you guys. These fish here are lungfish, so they breathe air outside the water. And wow. And they're also not at risk of getting sick from being out of the water for a while because, well, these fish in nature, they're from Africa during the dry season where they live. They are able to curl up in a mud cocoon which ends up turning into dry clay and stay there for over a year, dry, without any water at all until the rainy season returns. So they are really adapted to stay out of the water. Well, but I'm not going to do that with him here, right? There's no need. And look, together with Bagrionsa, at least temporarily, until I make a new home for him. Bob, go on, your new home. Go meet your new brother, and look at Bagrionsa here. Man, this fish is really fat, dude. Look at his size. And you, Bob, for now, you'll stay here with Bagrionsa, your new home. Man, look at how Baby left him really hurt, but he's already fully recovered. They really are fish adapted to extreme situations. Man, I really don't know what happened. Because the two of them spent the last 2 months here together without any problems, and now they started fighting. Actually, Baby started hitting Bob. Well, I'm not gonna guess that it's a mating dance. A male trying to show dominance to the female, or a male trying to show dominance to another male. Because I really don't know their group behavior. When Bob arrived, a friend once mentioned that there are two together. The two stay together all the time. Wherever one goes, the other goes. Man, I really wish Baby was like that with Bob. Well, but that's not what happened. And now Baby is over there. Look, he doesn't even fit in his little house anymore. Look, his little head is turned this way. Hey, Baby, how are you? And the rest of his body is outside, man. It's like those big people when they sleep in a small bed. Their feet stick out. Bob is super chill here. He stays behind the pump up top and is eating better in this aquarium, even gaining weight. I might try putting them together again later, but I'll see what happens. Just like baby has a house just for him. Look, a really big house. Let's see if in the future Bob will also have a house just for him. And now I want to introduce to you the newest member here on my channel. Guys, meet Marshall. Look, man, the new member here on the channel, dude. And man, some of you have already seen him in the stories, and a lot of people said, be careful, Felipe, because he might eat everything here. He might eat the giant pool pond. He might eat the pump wires. But calm down, guys. There's no way I could leave him here, because honestly, man, it's way too hot here to keep this water heated. So come on, Marshall. Let's show everyone your house. Well, guys, here it is. This is Marshall's house. Look how cool this is, man. Well, I haven't given up on the tank here for my monster fish right in the middle of my house, guys. Because for those who already know, my house was built around this tank. Since I designed the house plan, I planned all of this from scratch. There used to be a chicken coop here in this spot. I said, I'm gonna do it the way I want. I've already made space for a tank with a glass front right in the middle, dividing the living room and kitchen. But as I keep telling you guys, there's still a lot of masonry work to do. It's going to stir up a lot of cement dust, a lot of stuff. And I can't put fish in here yet. I can't put water in yet. Otherwise, it'll mess everything up. The filter will get messed up. The water will get ruined. Everything will die. So first, I'm going to finish these parts of the house that need to be done. Then I'll set up my tank with the glass front. And this space here turned out really cool, man. You can already get an idea here. Look, more or less how my tank is going to look. But the cool thing is, if you raise rabbits, you know this is great. Their poop is fine. Man, it's literally little pellets that look like substrate. Look at this. It's really dry. There's no problem at all. It's just feed and some vegetables. His pee, the pee usually smells pretty bad, but what I used here is the substrate from the African cichlid aquarium. In other words, it's pool filter sand. The cool thing about this is that he pees here in the corner and then the sand gets hard. I just used the little shovel to scoop it up and that's it. This has worked really well. He's been here just over a week and it's been great. Once I finish my backyard, his house will be outside. This little guy here, like many of my monster fish, came from a rescue. He was also rescued. His owner couldn't take care of him anymore. And of course, Marshall, welcome to your new home. Kids, let's go see what Marshall did. Go see what Marshall did. Wow, Marshall, he walked around the house. Look at all these paw prints here. Okay. Wow, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, look, Marshall is the Easter Bunny. Look how cool that is. There are more here. Come here and thank Marshall.
Thank you, Marshall and Salim. Thank you, Marshall and Salim. Salim.
We just caught the Easter Bunny. I can't believe it. Thank you. Thank you very much. You are beautiful. Yeah? What is going? Will we get free Easter eggs every year? My God, for free.
For free.
Oh, wow. Happy Easter to everyone out there, guys. Remembering the true meaning of Easter, Jesus Christ has risen. He has truly risen. Hallelujah. May God bless each one of you. Let's keep going. We're in this together. You already know, right? Click the button below to subscribe if you haven't yet. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. May God bless you all. And remember to have some harmless fun. It's your turn. Peace.